Modern science makes incredible discoveries. Many of them are not new. They were written millennia ago. The Bible contains profound health rules. Today, scientific research confirms them. This shows a wisdom that goes beyond time. Let's explore these 8 rules together. You'll see how your body was designed to live with vitality, and how following this design is the key to real health. Hello, so glad to have you here on the Vital Covenant channel. This is the place for those who know that health is not just about the body. It's the foundation for our mission. Here, we uncover divine wisdom for your well-being. We show how science and the Bible agree. Our only goal is to see you strong, healthy, and ready to fulfill the purpose that God has for your life. Let's continue on this journey together. Let me tell you a quick story. A doctor enters a maternity ward in 1847. His hands are still dirty from the last autopsy. He helps deliver a baby. Days later, the mother dies of infection. This tragedy wasn't rare. It happened thousands of times. Now, here's what's shocking. The solution wasn't a high-tech invention. One man simply said, "Wash your hands." And for that, he was fired, mocked, and died destroyed in an asylum. But the most incredible part? A book written 3,000 years earlier had exactly the same instruction. It's moments like this that make me stop and think, how much wisdom do we ignore? Before we go deeper, if you're seeking health rooted in truth, subscribe to the channel. This helps us build a community of people committed to caring for their health the way God planned it. Welcome. So let me ask you directly, why, with all our advances, are we getting sicker? More hospitals, more medicines, more information in the palm of your hand. Yet obesity, depression, and chronic diseases keep growing. It's frustrating, isn't it? What if I told you we've been ignoring the original instruction manual? Not out of rebellion, but often just because we don't know. Today, we're going to look at this manual together. We'll explore 8 laws, not as ancient restrictions, but as protective, life-giving wisdom. And you'll see, science now backs up every single one of them. This isn't about religion. It's about how you were designed to live. Let's go. Law 1. The Food Code. Leviticus 11. For centuries, people read the lists of clean and unclean animals and thought, why is God so demanding? It seemed arbitrary. But what if it wasn't? What if it was a safety manual? The rule is simple. Land animals must chew the cud and have a split hoof. Fish must have fins and scales. This immediately eliminates pigs, seafood, shrimp, crab. Now, here's the connection science makes. The pig is an animal that eats everything. It literally eats anything, garbage, feces, dead things. Its digestion is super fast, about 4 hours. A cow, which is clean, chews the cud for about 24 hours. This slow process allows toxins to be filtered out. In the pig, toxins go directly into its fat and tissue, the meat we eat. Think about that for a second. When you choose pork, you're eating a concentrated toxin filter. Your body then has to deal with it. And seafood? They're the ocean's cleanup crew. They live at the bottom of the sea, consuming dead matter and pollutants. Studies confirm they bioaccumulate heavy metals like mercury and lead. The Bible called them unclean. Science calls them bioaccumulators. It's the same reality, seen from 2 different angles. You are what you eat. It's not a slogan, it's a biological law. God gave us these guidelines not to restrict our joy, but to protect our very cells. He knew this 3,000 years ago. If this is making sense to you, please give this video a like. It tells the algorithm that this is important, life-giving content that should reach more people like you. So give it your like. Law 2. The Running Water Protocol. Leviticus 15. This law says to wash with running water. Not stagnant water in a basin. Running water. Seems like a minor detail, right? Let me show you why it's genius. Remember that doctor in 1847? His name was Ignaz Semmelweis. In his hospital, he saw doctors go from autopsies to deliveries, perhaps rinsing their hands in a shared basin. He insisted they wash with chlorinated running water. The mortality rate plummeted by 90%. But here's the tragic part. His colleagues were offended. They were gentlemen. Their hands couldn't possibly be dirty. They rejected his idea, ruined his career, and he died in an asylum. Decades later, Louis Pasteur proved germ theory, and suddenly everyone understood. Semmelweis was right. The Bible was right. Running water physically carries contamination away. Stagnant water just moves germs from one place to another. How many lives were lost because of pride? Because we dismissed a simple divine principle? Every time you use a faucet, you're practicing a 3,000-year-old health law that saved millions. Think about that. Law 3, no fat or blood. Leviticus 3 and 17. This is a clear command. Do not eat the fat or the blood. It's presented as a lasting ordinance. Why would God care about this? Let's connect this with what kills so many today: heart disease, clogged arteries. The main dietary culprit? Saturated animal fat. The fat that surrounds organs and marbles the meat is dense in LDL cholesterol, the bad kind. It builds up in your arteries like sludge in a pipe. Eventually, flow stops. Our modern diet celebrates fatty cuts: bacon, picanha, sausage. We call it flavor. God, in his foreknowledge, called it risk. And the blood? Blood is your body's transportation and waste removal system. It carries nutrients in and toxins out. Eating an animal's blood means ingesting its waste products and whatever pathogens it was fighting. The principle for us is direct and powerful. Choose leaner cuts. Trim visible fat. Drain blood from meat well. These aren't just cooking tips, they're acts of stewardship. God wasn't being harsh. He was being a protective father, showing us how to avoid what would harm us. Law 4, quarantine and isolation. Leviticus 13. This chapter deals with serious skin diseases, instructing the infected person to live outside the camp and warn others. It sounds severe to our modern ears. But look at it through the lens of public health, and it's impressively wise. This is the first recorded quarantine protocol in history. Social distancing and containment, 3,000 years before we even knew what a virus was. Compare that to the Black Death in the 1300s, which killed a third of Europe because there was no containment. Or even 2020, when COVID-19 hit us. The world rushed to implement lockdowns and isolation as if they were revolutionary new concepts. They weren't new. They were biblical. We had simply forgotten the wisdom. Isolation isn't a punishment. It's protection, for the sick person to recover and for the community to stay safe. God established this principle to preserve life. It's a law born of care for the community. Law 5, waste management. Deuteronomy 23 verses 12 to 13. Alright, this one isn't glamorous, but it might be the most vital in practice. God instructs his people to have a designated place outside the camp to relieve themselves, and to dig a hole and cover it. Simple? Life-saving? Absolutely. Now, imagine medieval cities. Waste thrown into the streets, contaminating water, attracting rats. This filth led to plagues like cholera and the Black Death, killing millions. All because they ignored a simple, common-sense command. Human waste is full of dangerous bacteria and parasites. Burying it breaks the disease transmission cycle. Our entire modern sanitation system, trillions of dollars in engineering, is just a high-tech version of this biblical command. Keep waste away from living spaces. The lesson here is profound. Sometimes the most powerful health principles are the simplest ones we neglect. Obedience in the small, mundane things creates a foundation for a healthy life. We're halfway there. If you're finding this helpful, consider sharing this video with one person. Maybe a friend struggling with their health or a family member who needs this perspective. You could be the one to help them connect these dots. Law 6, rest. Exodus 20 verses 8 to 11. Most of us think of the Sabbath, Sunday, or another day as a religious day for church. But I want you to see this as a divine prescription for your body and mind. Your body has rhythms, circadian rhythms. They govern sleep, hormone release, cell repair. When you work non-stop, you break these rhythms. You live in chronic stress. Your body never gets the signal to repair itself deeply. Our culture wears burnout as a badge of honor. Hustle. No days off. But what's the result? We see it everywhere: anxiety, adrenal fatigue, burnout, disease. Now, look at the science. Studies show that people who practice regular rest have stronger immune systems, better brain function, and live longer. Rest isn't laziness. It's essential maintenance. God didn't rest on the seventh day because he was tired. He did it to model a rhythm for us. A rhythm of work and renewal woven into creation itself. Rest is an invitation to stop proving your worth through productivity and simply be a human loved by God. It's freedom. Law 7. The principle of fasting. The Bible is full of fasting. Moses, Elijah, Jesus, the early church. Jesus said, "When you fast," assuming it would be part of our lives. For most of history, people understood that fasting had benefits. We've lost that. We eat constantly, 3 meals plus snacks. Our digestive system never gets a break. Then, in 2016, a Japanese scientist won a Nobel Prize for explaining autophagy, self-eating. Here's the breakthrough. When you fast, your body switches modes. It stops focusing on digestion and starts a deep cellular cleanup. It breaks down old, damaged cell parts and recycles them. This process reduces inflammation, can slow aging, and can even destroy precancerous cells. Fasting improves insulin sensitivity, increases brain function, and promotes heart health. Do you see? The ancient spiritual discipline of fasting is actually a divinely designed reset button for your cellular health. We're not punishing the body by fasting, we're allowing it to activate its own God-given healing systems. Modern intermittent fasting trends are just rediscoveries of this ancient truth. Law 8. A joyful and grateful mind. Proverbs 17 verse 22. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. This isn't just a nice proverb. It's a neurological and immunological fact. Here's what happens. Chronic stress, worry, and bitterness trigger a flood of cortisol. Long-term, this hormone suppresses your immune system, increases inflammation, the root of most diseases, and damages your heart. Now reverse it. Gratitude, joy, peace, and contentment release a different cocktail: serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin. These chemicals strengthen your immune response, decrease inflammation, and improve your brain function. Studies on people who keep gratitude journals show they sleep better, heal faster, and have more mental resilience. Your thoughts literally send signals to every cell in your body. That's why the Bible constantly tells us, "Do not be anxious. Give thanks in all circumstances." Think about things that are true and noble. These aren't just spiritual pep talks. They're prescriptions for physical and mental health. A joyful mind isn't a naive mind. It's a protected, resilient, healthy mind. Look back at these 8 laws with me. From food to fasting, from hygiene to mindset. This isn't a random list. It's a coherent, brilliant design for human flourishing. Every point confirmed by modern science. This is the powerful truth. These instructions come from your designer. The one who formed you knows exactly what causes breakdown and what promotes life. For too long, we've treated the Bible's health wisdom as irrelevant ritual. And in doing so, we've drifted away from fundamental keys to our own vitality. 1 Corinthians 6 verses 19 to 20 says, "Your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit. Therefore honor God with your bodies." This is the core of it all. Your health is about stewardship. It's about honoring the life you've received so you can fully live the purpose for which you were created. When you're sick, exhausted, and foggy-minded, it's hard to serve, love, and create the way you're called to. So here's my challenge to you right now: don't feel overwhelmed. Don't try to change everything at once. Choose one. Just one law that resonated most deeply with you today. Maybe it's cleaning up your diet. Maybe it's committing to a digital rest day. Maybe it's starting a 5-minute gratitude journal. Commit to that one thing for the next 30 days. Observe what happens. Your body and mind will respond. Then add another. Build this wisdom into your life, not as a burden, but as a joyful discovery of how you were made to function. I really want to hear from you. In the comments, tell me, which of these 8 laws touched you the most? Or what is the small step you will take this week? If this video brought you clarity and hope, please do 2 things. 1. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. We're diving deeper into topics like this every week. 2. Share this video. Someone needs to hear this message today. Remember this: you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Your health is not an accident. It's a gift to be cared for, with wisdom that has stood the test of millennia and science. The choice is now in your hands. Choose wisdom. Choose stewardship. Choose life. Thank you for watching until the end. Now go take care of that temple. You have a purpose to fulfill. Before you go, I need you to confirm you've received this message. Please respond in the comments with the phrase, "I am a temple of the Holy Spirit." And if this content spoke to your heart, join our community. Subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any new content to strengthen your health and faith journey. See you next time.